This is the Juniper Model Y, but what is this? This is the new standard Model Y. Today we're going to be giving you our first look, comparing it to what was just the Juniper Model Y, and find out if this is really the look for less. If you're looking to order a new Model Y and you go to the configurator page right now, as of this recording, everything has changed. So the Juniper Model Y is now being called the Premium Model Y. It comes in all-wheel drive and rear-wheel drive. They've also introduced the brand new standard Model Y, which is really the Model Y Lite. And of course, there is the Performance Model Y as well, that's on the opposite end of the spectrum. But what are the changes and how are these different? Hey guys, quick one. I'm at the Austin airport right now for the unveil, but we've noticed that over 1 million of you guys are watching every single month, but 7 out of 10 aren't subscribed yet. It doesn't cost you a thing, but it helps us get noticed and invited to events just like this one. All right, that's it. If you enjoy our content, please go ahead and subscribe, and let's get back to it. So let's get into it with some of the more obvious changes, starting with the front fascia. You'll notice that this light bar that we've all come to love is gone with the standard Model Y. Also, the air curtain's no longer here, and the matrix headlight is also gone. Instead, what they've done is they have this new kind of all-in-one light right here where you have your auto high beams and your turn indicators. Now this is really interesting. With both turn indicators on, you can see the difference right here, that on the premium one, it's on the outer edge, where right here it's on the inside. Also, if you go look at the side repeaters, they have stayed the same. You have the turn indicators in both of those. You'll also notice that they've kept that front bumper camera, but come up here and you'll notice we have a closed glass roof. Yes, there's still glass up here, but you can no longer look up and see the sky. Now they did this though for some very interesting reasons. They've also changed the wheel and tire. We have an 18-inch wheel and tire package over here. They said that this is the lowest rolling resistance they've ever seen. Now this is versus the 19-inch wheel on this side. Now why did Tesla make all of these changes? Well, they did it because they wanted to keep the most important metric without having any of the costs associated with it. This car over here is actually 5% more efficient, and they did this with a 12% smaller battery. So the battery on this is 69 kilowatt hours versus 78 kilowatt hours, and the range is 321 miles, which is nearly identical to the all-wheel drive variant that's 327. Now the price for this brand new standard Model Y is around $40,000. Obviously that's subject to change because it is Tesla, but in terms of the rear-wheel drive Model Y, that's around $45,000, and then you can go up to the all-wheel drive, which is around $49,000. So there's really only a $5,000 price delta to jump up to that premium model. Should it be lower? Let's go around to the back and look inside and see what you guys think, because there are a lot more changes. The rear taillights have also been changed. Tesla says this makes it more aerodynamic. Look what happens though when you open up the liftgate right here. You can see that it's over on the side, versus over here we have that one-piece reflective light bar over here with that afterburner effect, and when you open up the liftgate, it's all built into it. Thanks to 3W for sponsoring today's video. I've had their floor mats in my cars for years now. Honestly, they make some of the nicest designs out there. Their mats are custom fit for over 400 models, designed to match each car's style. For example, check this out. The Cybertruck mats are designed to match that Cybertruck triangular aesthetics. I actually originally had the Tesla factory ones, and I swapped them out for the 3W floor mats 8 months ago, and today I'm going to show you how they're holding up. All right, so this is real world. They have the crumbs, they have the dirt, they have it all in there, and what I love is that this little lip right here keeps it from spilling out onto the carpet. My favorite part is that even right out of the box, there was no chemical smell when I first got them. And they're made from non-toxic, odorless TPE. They're precision 3D scanned, so there's no gaps, there's no slipping, and honestly, they look very OEM. All right, so time to clean these out. So we have 3 kids, we have a dog, and you can see right here these deep edges, the grooves. They're able to trap all that dirt, all those crumbs, and they're very easy to clean, which is definitely time for cleaning. Unlike cheap mats, they don't fade, they still hold their shape. So if you want durable, good-looking floor mats in your Tesla, or really any car out there, check them out on 3W's site linked below, and next month we'll be testing their Juniper Pro floor mats as well. All right, let's get back to the video. Now back here, there are actually a few changes. So the premium Model Y comes with this parcel shelf right here. They are the same size. They both come with charging cables. Now the differences are these power folding seats over here. And look at that center seat over there. And now come over here to the standard Model Y. You can see with the standard Model Y, we have cup holders built in, and we don't have those power folding seats. But in terms of the sub trunk, it's the same size. You have extra storage over both wheel wells. And other than that, it's pretty much identical. You even get the power lift gate. So take a look inside the front trunk. This is where you lose that 1 cubic feet of space right in here, and it looks dramatically different. So this material inside reminds me of a boating fiberglass style material. It's waterproof. Also, the seal has moved up here. And then it's open on the sides. Now, I don't know if this is going to stay like that, but we were told that these cars are going into showrooms right after we film with them. So I believe this is what it's going to look like, but very different right here. And also the seal is now located down here. It looks like this area has been changed so that if water does come into this area, it won't impact it, have any kind of smell associated with it. Come over here though, and you can really see the big changes. In the premium version, it definitely looks more finished off. The seal goes around the front trunk. There's also a rubberized seal on top, and overall it's a little bit larger. And check this out. This might be one of my favorite features. Look at how you can close the front trunk. You can just close it one-handed, push it down slowly. You don't need to slam it, but you don't need to do that two-handed gesture to close it. It's actually the first Tesla ever that you can close the front trunk like this. Also in the standard, you lose those power folding mirrors, and instead they're manual. Now, some of the biggest changes are actually on the inside of the car, starting with the doors. All right, so let's get inside so you can see this. We no longer have the Model Y right here. It's gone now. And then we have a two-tone textile and vegan leather. Now, both of them have the textile up here, but with the standard, it continues onto the door versus the Alcantara. Also, that door pocket right here is no longer lined. And the biggest thing is the ambient lighting is no longer there. You'll also notice the glass is single pane versus that double laminate pane. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean that it's louder inside because the covered glass roof. Now, Tesla told us that the reason that they kept the glass was because it streamlined production, but having it covered actually has some positives to it. It reduces vibrations, makes it quieter inside the car, also reduces your need for the HVAC, so it keeps it more efficient as well. The seats you're gonna have that dual tone vegan leather and the textile material, which they say is extremely durable, stain resistant, all that. It's also heated. It's not ventilated, but it is heated up front. And the biggest change is going to be this open console area. I'm so happy that they have brought this back. This is a feature that to me feels more premium because you have an area to put a purse or a backpack, whatever you need, and have it right here. You also have your wireless charger, that remains the same. You have 2 cup holders. This opens up as before. You have the USB-C right here. And the UI also has some subtle changes into it. So in terms of your seat adjustments, it's all done through this extra button right here. There's no more manual buttons on the seat. Everything can be adjusted right here on the screen between your seats, the mirrors, as well as a manual option for your steering wheel, which this just goes down. And I actually really like having the manual option for the steering wheel. The turn indicators remain the same, just like the previous version. They've also reduced costs with the speakers. They've gone from 15 down to 7, and they've removed the 2 subwoofers. Also, the filtration system is different. You lose biodefense mode with the HEPA filter. Instead, you have a particulate odor filter. In terms of the UI, there are some other subtle changes. So if we go into autopilot, you can see you only have the option now for cruise control or full self-driving. So you don't have that basic autopilot with auto steer where it changes lanes and does things like that for you. You really just have that basic cruise control. But if you upgrade to full self-driving, you have the full capability. All of the cameras remain the same. The hazards and the touch capacitive lights remain the same. This remains the same. They basically told us that they wanted to keep it looking and feeling like a Tesla. They didn't want to gut it completely, so you still get a lot of premium features. Let's head though to the second row. All right, second row. So So the biggest thing you'll notice is there's no rear screen. It reminds me of the Legacy Model Y. You have 2 USB-Cs, manual vents. Now a lot of parents actually like this because their kids are not fighting over the screen back here, and a lot of times you end up locking that rear screen, but there's no pocket on the back of the seats. Again, you have that dual tone material with the textile and the vegan leather, and then the middle row goes down and we have 2 cup holders inside of it. Now when you sit back here, it's a different feel. You don't have the big glass roof. Also, the seats only come in this black color. You don't have the option for white, so it doesn't give you that illusion of more space. But I will say that I get thousands of comments from people who don't actually like having the glass roof. They don't want the extra sun exposure, so this gives them an option for another vehicle. In terms of color, you don't have a lot of options. You only have 3 options, with white being the free color right now, and then you can get it in a blue or a black, and that's it. Now the price is $40,000 as of now, and that's the starting price. I was honestly hoping that it would be in the 30s. However, Tesla's kind of surprised everyone, and they have a standard Model 3 that will get you to that price point. I have a video all about that one. Make sure you check it out next. And we're gonna go take this for a drive, so stay tuned.